Welcome to Time and Money Well Spent. We're starting a new series going over the top places in each region of the world to visit. This list is from the perspective of travelers from all kinds of different places. For example, one of the places, if you eventually get the chance, is to make a visit to St. Petersburg, Russia. But obviously, this is only possible if you're from that region of the world and the Ukrainian war is over. But we still listed some of those places because once world geopolitics calms down, some of those places are still pretty amazing. And I'm lucky enough to have had the opportunity to visit some of those places. So I hope you enjoy the series we're making, and if you have any suggestions or comments or even some updates that you'd like us to make to these lists, please let us know. We're far from perfect, but we want to give you guys the best content possible since you're giving us your time. Below are some good money-saving travel links, and as always, have a fantastic day, and from the bottom of my heart, honestly, thank you for being part of the Time and Money Well Spent community. I know you could view anybody, and you choose to spend time with us. So I think you're amazing, and welcome to the community. If you have any comments, let me know, and as always, like the video, it helps with the algorithm, and just make comments with any things you'd like to see. Have a great day.
Asia is the largest continent by both size and population, a diverse, multicultural melting pot of some of the oldest civilizations on Earth. There's so much to see and do in Asia, it's hard to narrow it down to a short list. It could take you months to truly explore just one country. The secret to discovering the best places to travel in Asia is to see a bit of everything, from the skyscrapers of Hong Kong to the majestic slopes of Mount Fuji and the architectural marvel of places like Angkor Wat in Cambodia. Regardless of what you truly want to experience in your travels through Asia, there's surely a spot somewhere to fill that need. To help you plan the trip of a lifetime, I am going to talk about top 5 vacation destination spots in Asia. Number 5. Hoi An, Vietnam. Most visitors arriving in Vietnam land in either Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City, or head straight to Halong Bay and the beach, but Vietnam's best place to visit is actually a well-guarded secret. The ancient city of Hoi An is home to one of Asia's oldest trading ports and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. A major commercial stop for trading ships as far back as the 15th century, Hoi An still maintains much of its original architecture in the form of timber frame buildings, colorful French colonial shutters, and Chinese tiled roofs. Religious buildings, courtyards, and shophouses sit side by side on narrow alleyways all across ancient town, Hoi An's historical center. Every full moon cycle, Hoi An celebrates the Lantern Festival, which honors ancestors through light. On the night before the full moon, all the lights in the ancient town are turned off, and colorful lanterns and candles are placed on windows, inside houses, and on boats lazily floating down the river. Number 4. Beijing, China. One of the most populous cities in the world, Beijing is also one of the oldest. You can get a peek into that history by walking the hutongs of Beijing, the narrow alleyways lined up with traditional homes and courtyards. China's capital is home to 7 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including the Imperial Summer Palace and its gardens, the oldest canal in the world, and the Forbidden City, a palace complex that served as the home of China's emperors for 500 years, starting in the 1420s. The Forbidden City, made up of almost 1,000 different buildings, is one of Beijing's most impressive tourist attractions. The city also offers visitors many unique-looking pagodas and temples, including the 12th century, 8-sided Tianning Temple, as well as almost 150 museums and galleries. The Military Museum of the Chinese People's Revolution and the National Art Museum of China have massive collections and are well worth a visit. Number 3. Phuket, Thailand. Thailand's biggest island is also a magnet for visitors, and for good reason. Phuket boasts some of the best beaches in the country, with clean, soft, rolling sands and turquoise waters as far as the eye can see. Kata, Hat Karan, and Kamala beaches see a lot of tourists during the high season but remain sleepy little villages once the rains arrive. Beautiful coral reefs line up the coastline, offering amazing opportunities for snorkeling and diving, but also sea kayaking and island hopping. In between hours of lying under the sun, visitors can head to the white and gold Wat Chalon, the largest and most important Buddhist temple on the island, or climb up a hill to reach the Big Buddha, a 45-meter-tall statue covered with Burmese marble. Number 2. Dead Sea, Israel. The dark blue waters of the Dead Sea touch the borders of both Jordan and Israel. Actually a lake despite its name, the Dead Sea sits at the lowest land elevation on Earth, over 430 meters below sea level. With a salt concentration of around 31%, almost 10 times saltier than the ocean, the Dead Sea is so thick, nothing can sink into it, and everyone who walks into it will naturally float. While the coastline around the lake has become a flourishing spot and resort destination, there is also a large influx of religious tourism in the area. Jericho, the city where Jesus is said to have healed blind beggars, is located just minutes northwest of the Dead Sea, and a number of other cities, including the legendary Sodom and Gomorrah, as well as Zor and Admah, are also located in this area. The area boasts some of the oldest inhabited cities in the world. Number 1. Mount Fuji, Japan. Although Mount Fuji is an active stratovolcano, it hasn't erupted since 1708. The stunning snow-capped mountain is one of Japan's 3 holy mountains, which are traditionally considered to hold a particular power. Mount Fuji has volcanic power. If this doesn't sound ominous enough, the base of the mountain is also home to a Akigahara. Also known as the Suicide Forest, this dense forest growing on hardened lava is home to ice caves, a combination that absorbs sound and creates an eerie feeling of solitude. While many visitors come here to just photograph this World Heritage List cultural site and well-known symbol of Japan, others arrive for the climbing opportunities. Until the late 19th century, women were not allowed to make their way to the summit, so visitors of all ethnicities, genders, and ages now arrive to make up for lost time. There are several ways to see and experience Mount Fuji, but the most unforgettable is a summer night climb to the summit to watch the sunrise or Goreiko. At 3,776 meters high, Mount Fuji is Japan's highest mountain, located on the border between Yamanashi and Shizuoka prefectures but visible from Tokyo on a clear day.